folks. It just never gets old, ever. Cammy, go potty so Daddy can go fishing. Come on. Oh. Well, guys, as soon as the mutts here are done with their business, we gonna head to the lake. Well, folks, it is low, so the water should be kind of up to that big crease right here on the ramp. And normally when it's low, it's right here, and today it's right here. So you can see, I mean, we're just gonna be puttering to get out of here. That big pile of brush up there is usually in about 3 feet, 3.5 feet. Right now it's probably rocking just a few inches. So we're gonna let the engine heat up a little bit, and then we're gonna go out there and try these fish. And hopefully we'll have some good footage for you guys. It's going to be kind of a busy day on the lake. It's opening day of duck season, so we've got quite a bit of fog, so I'm sure the duck hunters are pretty pissed off because visibility is poor. But luckily that doesn't affect me so much today, so we're going to get after them. First friggin' cast. Yes! First cast Lake Jackson this year on the Alabama rig. And we've already got a freaking stud. You just can't beat it when the water gets cold. This is probably about a, I don't know, probably about a 5-pounder, and oh man, I just wasn't expecting that. First cast, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is awesome. Just can't beat it. Cannot beat this right here. I think we found something today. Fish number 2, solid 2.5 pounder. And the rig that we're throwing, so this is a Yum Flash Mob Junior, and we've got a couple different options for the fish. So right now, this is like a small 3-inch swim bait made by Bass Pro Shops, and then I've got one of my swim baits on here, which is a little bit bigger. This is our boom shad in mint chocolate chip, and that's kind of like the stinger bait. You know, you want them to single out one bait on the Alabama rig, So you want to give them a few different options. At least sometimes that's what it takes. I don't usually just put all the same bait on the rig. I like to put a stinger bait on there, so to speak. So we're gonna get that back in the water. So guys, one good thing about the Alabama rig, it's like the ultimate do nothing bait. You basically just throw it out, reel it in. There's no special retrieve that you need. You don't need to, you know, always get it to a certain depth. You don't need it right off the bottom. You just throw it out, especially in shallow water. I mean, we're throwing this thing in anywhere from 3.5 to 7. And, you know, they basically just come and get it. It's like trolling grubs for specks. You know, as long as you're above the fish, they're gonna come up and eat it. And really makes it fun to throw, because you don't really have to think about it. You just throw it out, reel it in, hopefully wait for that bite. You know, I'm thinking that with these overcast skies, I've seen a lot of them busting the top. So I'm really thinking I can get a reaction from one on this popper. And I'd love to get a big topwater hit on film. So we're gonna stick with this for a while and probably move back to the Alabama rig if nothing happens. Why you throw the A-rig right there. Look at that. So on my front graph, I saw that there were like 5 or 6 bass all clumped up on the bottom, which is why I just threw a marker buoy in 4 feet. And as soon as I got the bait, well, hold on. And as soon as I got the bait, near the boat, these two hammered it. I thought I had a huge one, and that's awesome. First double of the year on the Alabama rig. So what we're doing, Lake Jackson is basically just it's a big prairie lake. I mean, the average depth is about 5 feet. It's a little over 5,000 acres, I think, and it's just a natural sinkhole lake. Some years it just goes completely dry, but it's got a big population of shad. And I don't know if that's natural or if they've been stalked. But in the wintertime, when the grass and the pads start kind of dying off, the shad kind of lose their cover and they come up and group up out here in the middle. There's like a big offshore area. And that's when we just come out here and we literally just blind throw. And when you run it into them, they usually smoke it. So, you know, if you have a lake that has a large population of shad, you know, even if you're used to flipping and pitching grass or anything like that, you know, in Florida, get out there in the middle, try the Alabama rig, can't hurt. But that's what we're doing, and it works every year out here. So we've kind of established a wintertime pattern, and it's been pretty good to us the last 3 or 4 years. So we're gonna keep at it today. Gonna eat a quick breakfast, and then we're gonna keep fishing. Guys, I don't know if you can see, but there are birds diving everywhere, and that usually means that there's shad up in the water column, which means usually that bass chase them up there. Right on cue. Boom. Like I said, the birds and anhingas were diving on shad, and they still kind of are. And so we pulled up, we immediately got a bite, missed that fish, threw back in there, got number 5. So always pay attention to your surroundings. That's bass fishing 101, but when you're chasing shad fish, it's kind of even more important. fish hit this on the top. Guys, that was insane. I was trying to reel up to make another cast, and so my Alabama rig was kind of on the surface, and he came up. I watched him come up and get it. I wish y'all could have seen that, because that was freaking violent. It's a freaking chunk. Another good one. If those shad stay in here, I have a feeling we're gonna smoke them, guys. Stay tuned. So that last fish bit the Land is the Limit boom shad. So it took the larger, actually I think it was 2 fish ago, it decided to hit the larger of the swim baits, and it tore up the nose a little bit. So quickly show you how these things are rigged. You just have a snap swivel, and you know, you just buy some jig heads. These are the ones that Yum makes for this Alabama rig, but you can buy whatever jig head you want, and we're just going to basically Texas rig this thing, push it all the way up, and there you have it. So umbrella rigs are pretty simple, and this is just, you know, I mean, this is like a bargain Alabama rig. You can spend a lot of money on some really nice ones, but I like one with some blades. Gives it a little extra flash. And I mean, this is like a $13 Alabama rig, and it's pretty much all you need. Getting silly, guys. This is silly. That's probably, those two probably makes about 17 fish. Second double of the day. I think this is number 16 and number 17 on the fish count. So this has just been insane. Like, I don't even know what to say right now. This is normally the world's worst fishing. Today it's the best. Awesome. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. This has been one of those trips for the storybook, and I'll never ever forget it probably. So glad everything was on film, because this doesn't happen every day. Well guys, just leaving the ramp here at Lake Jackson after an incredible day. I can't say enough how happy I am to finally have just smoked them. I have had some really weak trips lately, and I knew that, you know, this time of year those fish get out there chasing those shad, and not a whole lot of guys mess with them. Oh, hold on, my wife's calling. All right, yeah, well, you know, word of advice, when your wife calls, you definitely want to pick up the phone. But as I was kind of saying earlier, I mean, what can I say? Just a great day. If you're not throwing the Alabama rig and you live in Florida, even if it's a natural lake, not a reservoir, but even if it's not known to be a shad lake, there's probably shad there, and this is the time of year to go exploring with the Alabama rig. Or you can throw a spoon. I mean, jerk baits are a big fall pattern. Try it out, and you might be really surprised. So again, thanks for watching today's episode. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'm Chris Jones with the World's Worst Fishing, and we'll see you next time.